Pickaxe.
Welcome, cast and crew, back to Nocturne, A Curse of Strahd Tale. My name is Ryan McManus, and I will be your director for today. You can find me running the Cast Party socials at Cast Party D&D or on my personals at rye.mcmanus. And I am joined today by my lovely cast and crew, ready to do some explaining. We have May.
Hi, my name is Vince. I'll be playing Theren. Dr. Blastoise on social media without the blast.
Close.
Okay. I'm May. Guess I'm playing Zielle. I don't think I'm slaying today, gang. But if you want to go on my social media, it's May LaFay.
Back for his 38th intro, we have Jose.
Hi everyone, my name is Jose. I technically don't know what is happening as Alizzato, so I'll introduce myself as Cade/Alizzato, as the best veered and most handsome god in all the pantheons. You can follow me on all my socials as DM Jose G, and damn Vince, damn.
And finally, we have Betty.
Hello, I'm Betty. I'm Betty the Polder on TikTok and Instagram. I don't remember the witty, badass saying that I had for Sunni, so I'm playing Dahlia, your constellation of Melancholia.
A lover's quarrel in our party and beyond, as two battles commenced between Theren, Zielle, and some gods. Cade and Sunni intertwined as words began to fly. With unresolved emotions, tensions were surely high. While Zielle and Theren faced off, with hexes and curses left and right, both in words and in spells as their steel began to collide. But with a kiss on the cheek from Zielle, they both began to burn. From the inside out, the lovers were finally torn. Both technically unconscious, a decision was to be made. A deal is a deal, and I let Theren take it away. As he finally made his choice, seeing who and what he had become, he just wanted it to end. He wanted to be done. He chose to sacrifice himself to save Baron and ultimately Zielle. As Baron began to take form, to his knees they both fell. Theren placed the sword to his stomach, and with Baron's help, he pressed deeper and deeper until there was nothing but mist left. It's all because of her, Baron said. She made you care about yourself. She's the only reason this works, as Theren became one with the realm. Theren melded with the mist as Zielle awoke to a roaring fire. Dahlia and Alizzato, but no Theren, left to contemplate what just transpired. Theren, floating through this star-filled void as you become one with the fog. It's as if you have no control over this new form that you undertook. It's like it's being guided specifically to the farthest reaches of this realm in search of one specific thing. As you begin to finally have your senses come back to you, and the first thing you feel is the softest silk sheets upon your bare skin. As this sense of comfort and calm washes over you from head to toe, you find yourself sitting, crisscross atop a bed, larger than any you've ever seen or even been in before, as you find yourself back in your body once more. Whole again. No blood to be seen, no stab wound through your stomach. But no Baron, no Zielle. As your eyes are drawn to a hooded figure that has been sitting on the opposite corner, their long robes draping down and becoming one with the sheets of the bed on which you reside. They have a book in their hands as they are slowly flipping through each page until they notice you begin to stir. And they close the book with one swift motion. They slide it across the bed as it glides effortlessly across these silk sheets before it stops directly in front of you, with the title facing you. And across the top, it reads, Theren of Squall's End.
And I can actually read that now, can I?
As of right now, yes.
How big does this book look as it comes towards me and stops in front of me?
Bigger than most you've ever seen. Bigger than the book that Tanis brought around with him. Bigger than the books you saw splayed throughout the Enchanted Hearth. It seems almost like a dictionary, like there shouldn't be enough pages to be able to fill a book this big.
I'd like to sit up a little more in the bed and grab this book and just examine the whole thing, look at the outside of it, and open up to the first page.
It is bound in this beautiful leather with this intricate stitching along the side. And the second you open that cover, it's as if you've opened a fresh book. That crease going down the spine. And as you open the book, you find no written tale inside. But this isn't a tale of words. This is a story of pictures. Each page filled with these intricate sketchings of your life, all leading up to the very end. Theren, what are some of the pictures you see throughout the book?
The biggest ones that will stand out are from the beginning to the end. You see a picture of Theren with his siblings and his parents all sitting around a table having their last meal together. One of the few moments that they truly had as a family, all happy and healthy together. As you skip on further into the book, you see a picture of Theren looking at the rest of the group when he first met them at the tavern, sitting off in the corner, just watching everybody, kind of taking everybody in, not realizing the relationships he's about to make with everybody and the trials and tribulations he's about to go through with them as well. And as you go further in, you see another picture of his inner turmoil as he is holding Tanis. And you go on until you see him then holding Zielle's hand.
In that final moment, the final last connection between you and Zielle is also accompanied by another picture of the final sketch of you and Baron, holding one another, buried in each other's shoulders, as Baron is guiding that sword through your stomach, with his other hand cradled on the back of your head, pushing you deeper into his shoulder. However, the next page reveals two final sketches. Not of you, but of Baron. The first is of him sitting at the edge of a bed, in a tavern room you know all too well. He sits with his face buried in his hands, the sword he once resided in propped up in the corner, just like you always used to do. Flipping the page, the final sketch begins to move as it slowly fades out, showing the exterior of the Enchanted Hearth. And as you flip one more time, the pictures end, and words across the top become legible to you as they glow one by one with each line of penmanship. It reads, "What could have been." Theren, this is your choice on whether you would like to flip the page or not.
Before I do, I want to look up at the figure sitting in front of me. Is it doing anything? Is it reacting in any way with any of the motions I'm making, with any of the emotions coming from me as I'm looking through this book?
You can see this figure is entirely hooded. Beneath it is just a void with these same stars that dot the void around you. There is no real expression to be seen upon this face, if you could even call it that. Though it's one singular hand seems to be brought up to what you could assume to be a chin, with a cocked head, as they seem almost intrigued by your book filled with sketches.
Is this your doing? Are you the creator of this book?
They nod up and down with a very slow motion as some of the stars beneath the hood begin to twinkle.
So you must be the storyteller.
No motion.
Do you know what happens next?
They shake their head no, as some of those lights begin to dim inside, one star going out here and there.
If I turn this page and I read on, would this have been true? Would this have been real?
Slow nod up and down, yes.
And what happens after this?
That arm that was up to their face reaches out and extends fully behind them, showing you this purple and blue, almost aurora-like void filled with these stars all around you as this singular bed floats through this almost astral sea.
I will take a good long moment to take a look at everything around me, all the stars, the sights in front of me of what's about to be. And I will look back down at the book and turn the page.
Turning the page, the first picture you see is almost hard to stomach, almost hard to look at. You see a drawing of yourself, hunched over Zielle's lifeless body, lying flat on the floor, as you drip blood over her with your sword impaled through her chest. The next page does not reveal you, but your friends, Dahlia and Alizzato. The two others you've grown close to during this adventure to save the realm of Barovia. But you see them with looks that you have never seen before. Almost a look of pure disgust. A ferocious anger sits on Alizzato's brow and immeasurable disappointment across Dahlia's face. You turn the page and see yourself, alone and broken, walking through the forests of Barovia, searching for a way out of this god's forsaken plane so you can finally see your brother once more. Though now you are the one that is locked away. You flip the page once more and it continues, but now in a cycle. You see yourself dead in a lonesome bed in Barovia, being awoken anew in a new body you don't recognize, with one purpose: finding someone that you can't even remember. Life, a lost cause, death. Flip, life, a lost cause, death, over and over and over again. Until you get to the very back of the book. The very last blank page, as the hooded figure across raises their hand and begins to write in the air in front of them in this wispy, script-like motion. And appearing on the page beneath you, you made the right choice. Are you ready?
Lightly close the book and take a good feel of it one last time and pull it to my chest. Can I take it with me?
Theren, in this moment, you can't help but crack a smile. This being has implanted one of its memories inside your own. You can see from his point of view of Tanis doing and saying the exact same thing. Asking, can I keep it? As this warmth washes over you as they slowly nod their head up and down, yes,
thank you. Thank you for showing me I have at least one brother to keep me company for now.
There, and the stars around you begin to go out. One by one, as they dim into nothingness. Until the hooded figure is no more. Until the bed is no more. Till the book is no more. As it becomes one with your being. Until Theren is no more.
There he is. Welcome home, brother. I saved you a seat.
Dahlia and Alizzato. After those warm, calming, and delightful visions, your eyesight returns to you. Just after a mere fraction of a moment. You find yourself rubbing your eyes or even shielding them from the roaring fire that is Argynvost Beacon. As the world around you becomes clear once more, you see Zielle, both of you. However, not like you left her. She is currently unconscious, on the floor, lying in a pool of her own blood, with the amulet that she gave to Theren just where Theren was but a moment ago. I am going to immediately start this with Zielle. Could you please give me one death saving throw, please?
Somehow I'm gonna roll 2 nat ones at the same time just to spite you.
Oh my god. No way.
Ain't no way.
It's a 1.
No!
It's literally a 1.
What is wrong with
Oh
you?
my god.
That seems right. That seems right for the situation.
And it is over to Dahlia and Alizzato.
Zielle! Dahlia's gonna run over to Zielle and turn her over and assess her state of being as she's going to pump in a cure wounds.
She's choking on her blood.
Oh god. She's gonna sit you up against herself so you can be upright and not choking, but also you have like support. 21, please take 21 points of healing.
As Dahlia like runs over to Zielle, Alizzato instinctively does the same. And then when Dahlia brings up Zielle, Alizzato then kind of stops and looks around. Where's Theren?
Dahlia.
Breathe.
No.
I'm right here.
No,
I'm right here.
no.
What happened?
No.
Zielle, it's okay. Look at me.
I tried. I tried.
What? You tried what? Zielle, what happened?
He brought Baron back. But he had to pay the price. I thought, and she looks between Dahlia and Alizzato. I thought one of us had to go, and I thought that if I brought us both down, that they'd have to bring us back, but they didn't. They took him.
Who took him, Zielle?
Cade, Suni, I don't know. It was just when we lit the beacon, that was what they needed to bring back Baron. But it was also what they needed to take a soul back in exchange. They took Baron.
No. Alizzato walks over to Zielle and is in like a state of disbelief, but also sees how distraught Zielle is. As gently as possible, places a hand on your shoulder. It's all right, Zielle. It's all right.
What's all right, Ollie?
Nothing is. I'm so sorry. Oh, Theren. And Alizzato like breaks as he's like holding on to Zielle, but he's like looking away, trying to not add to Zielle.
Madam Ava, the psychic, the tarot reader, she named me the executioner. She was right. But, God, isn't the blood of strangers on my hands enough? Why do the people who claim to love me die for me? Why won't anyone live for me?
Dahlia is just gonna wrap both of her arms around you and just like squeeze you in as hard as her puny little arms can.
She hugs you back and with the other arm grabs Alizzato.
How did you make it out?
I don't know. I think the deal was just one soul for one soul. So I guess I got to come back to finish the job.
What about the boy? What about Baron?
I think he's okay. He grew up. He's still younger than Theren, but he regained some of the time he lost. I can only hope that he's back in Avrosa. I think that was maybe part of the deal. Surely they wouldn't bring him back here. If they did, he would be here with us, where he was. So he's got to be back there.
It's good that he's not here. Did he say anything? To you? To the gods? To Baron?
He didn't want it. I'm sure he chose me because he knew I wouldn't lose. Even though he'd never say that. He chose me because he knew that I would forgive him. And I do, but I'm done. I'm so done being complicit to the suicide of the people that I love. I don't want to lose you guys. And if I do, Dahlia, what if this kills you? Alizzato, what if it kills you too? You both are connected to this place and...
Zielle. It doesn't work like that. Whatever took Theren, whatever allowed you to be here to triumph over that selfish way of deciding things. It doesn't work like that in the real world. Here we're breathing, we're together. We do this with Theren, with Tanis. We do it here. We're not going anywhere. You're not gonna get rid of us that easily. And if you do, I have it on good authority that I'll be back. And I'll join you. Again and again. For as long as you need.
I swear to gods, I'm not meant to be a mother. Don't you die on me, Alizzato. I refuse to raise you. I will not be responsible for that.
That's definitely a vision.
You could be more feral than you already are.
Oh, gods.
I'd like to think that I'd probably be a pretty cute baby, though.
At least Theren taught you how to kick down doors, Dahlia, so we've got that covered.
It was the last thing that he ever said to me. It was the most fun I'd ever had.
And Alizzato, can you read?
Yeah, I can.
Oh.
So at least we're all literate. It was... I'm so sorry. I thought we were lightening the mood.
An insane question to ask in the middle of it. Can you read?
I'm sorry, I didn't realize. I thought maybe you and Theren were like the same, and I just didn't know. Maybe. No, this is okay.
No, it's all right. It's all right. I'll every word I read, I'll read it with Theren.
He would pretend not to like that, but he would like that.
Alizzato looks up at the room, but all you hear is just like one breath in that staggers, followed by these just like two little tears as he just looks up. Theren! And just like shouted out, "You selfish bastard!"
Tell him.
Alizzato, while you take a peek around, give me a perception check. And Zielle, as you spot Alizzato turn and make this motion to the room, you spot the amulet just within arm's reach. Though something's a little different about this one. Amidst that red jewel in the center, the smallest hint of purple mist can be seen whirling within.
Huh. I guess I'll just put it on for now. Left it for us. We're gonna need it. That stupid idiot was supposed to use it himself, though. It's fine. I know how to. And I can teach you both too.
Alizzato, what was your perception?
24.
As you come down from that scream, a little exasperated, catching your breath from letting it all out, letting the emotions fly, there's two things you notice. One is the amulet is well on the floor. Though just beyond are these stairs leading up to the very top of the beacon. And they are almost littered with breastplates, swords, scattered shields, leg guards, bracers, armor for dozens, if not more, but no bodies attached. Littered down the staircase.
I'll just kind of like walk in that direction, and then I'll pick up like wrist guard. Just kind of turn it, and it's just littered all across the stairs all the way down.
Especially as you get closer, it is spiraled for as far as you can see until the vision is blocked. And the armor, as you pick it up, is frozen cold to the touch.
Hold it in one hand, not knowing what to do with it, and I'll turn around to see if I catch Dahlia's eyes and just... I don't know where this came from, but... It wasn't here before, but... Could it have belonged to the specters, the ghosts that we were dealing with earlier?
Argynvost soldiers, no? The ones you told us about. The corrupted ones. Maybe we've freed them?
If we freed them, then this place is... what? No longer a fairy tale, but just what it always was, just an empty, hollow building.
The fire's burning.
The silver fire roaring atop this tower is monstrous, bright, but most of all, inspiring to you all. You all have lit the long extinguished beacon of Argynvost Holt. And in doing so, I would love for you all to level up. Along with your level up, you all gain the protection of the beacon. While the beacon shines throughout Barovia, characters and other creatures that oppose Strahd gain a +1 bonus to your AC and your saving throws for as long as they remain in Barovia.
Hell yeah.
Dahlia, every time you move, hitting the light of this beacon just right, you can see that majestic, shimmering armor in its spectral form as it hovers over the top of your body. And it begins to follow your every movement as you are helping Zielle. You'll get a glimpse of it gracing your forearm, over your shoulder from here and there, though it never weighs you down. Dahlia, this is the Light of Dawn. This is a +1 plate armor.
Ooh!
You do not have disadvantage on stealth rolls due to its transparent, frankly invisible, and incredibly lightweight nature.
That's so sick.
Oh my gosh.
And it also has the Sun Flare ability. If you are hit by a melee attack, you can use your reaction once per long rest to retaliate and deal 2d10 radiant damage to every enemy within 5 feet of you.
Oh.
This radiant damage does count as sunlight.
Oh, thank you.
And Alizzato, as you are finished letting out that scream, you look back to this beacon, seeing it illuminate this tower and beyond. You've never seen this beacon light Barovia before. And as you're gazing up at that fire, you spot a single silver ember that slowly floats down through the air and rests gently upon the medallion given to you by Danica. Though it doesn't burn the medallion, it doesn't burn the cord it resides on. It just simply is. An ever-burning ember rests atop the medallion of the Keepers of the Feather. A remembrance of Argynvost himself, as his voice can be heard in your head as you gaze down at the medallion as he slowly drifts to the beyond.
Thank you, Ember Wielder.
Alizzato, this is an enhanced version of your Were Raven stat block from Danica's necklace. This includes additional fire damage to each of your attacks and Argynvost's breath weapon.
Whoa.
And you may now speak to others in common in your wild shape, regardless of what form you take.
Oh no.
Baboon Alizato's about to pop off.
With the beacon of Argynvost Holt lit once more, you have drawn a lot of attention to yourselves. The light of this enormous flame can be seen all across the valley of Barovia, and it is surely not gone unnoticed. You all begin to hear howling coming from the woods below through the windows. You hear a shrill shrieking in the air, and even cracks of thunder that seemingly come out of nowhere as a reverberating, distant neigh of a horse echoes across the sky.
Well, I guess that wasn't the fight that we came here to do. There's still someone waiting for us downstairs, isn't there?
I think so. We might have just put ourselves in a bit of a situation.
Are you ready, Zielle? Are you okay?
I don't think being okay matters anymore. I think we do it anyways. We're so close.
We're so close.
We'll go together. Hand in hand, just as we face the god of grief himself. Oh, that's what Kate is. The god of grief. Perhaps a better match for me than the goddess of love, but...
One can't exist without the other, though, can it?
No, they're practically the same.
As you all begin to make your way down the spiral staircase that leads to the very tip top of the beacon, you are accompanied by these silver embers floating throughout the beacon tower. As they all begin to go out one by one, and as you all descend, you begin to hear the echoes of battle, of horseback, of swords clashing, screams of pain, screams of joy, screams of victory, and ultimately screams of defeat. Bouncing off the walls, one by one, with each step, a new memory is unlocked. And as you get to the bottom, Dahlia, I will tell you that throughout the entire descent, where there was line of sight, that beam of light through the main portion of the stained glass followed you all the way down.
I think this can be dealt with later. Let's get the sword first and then come to investigate. Nothing is by accident anymore.
Sure, a chapel, a graveyard, this is all always of interest to me as well. Once we deal with the threat,
Agreed.
maybe we can say a little prayer for Theren.
Descending down to the third floor.
Is this door open to the right?
That was a door. It was, I believe you closed it behind you, and that was Argynvost's study.
Yes, if I peek in there, is he still in there?
As you creak the door open slightly, just to hope for a glimpse of a dragon, you see nothing but a plethora of these silver embers floating seamlessly through the air, going out one by one by one. as they twirl in a clockwise motion around the room.
All right. Well, he did what he wanted to. It was this next room here. That's where Baron saw the thing. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, may I? Or would you rather stealth? I understand.
No, I mean, we're going in the only door into the room. I suppose stealth doesn't matter. Just get behind me once you do, okay?
Oh, I will.
Okay, sometimes he hurt himself, though, so just be careful.
I do it safer.
Actually, you know what? Can I just, before I'll put a hand on Dahlia's arm to stop him from kicking for a second, and can I, use my divine sense to see if I guess anywhere within the radius, the 60 feet, whichever floor, to see if I detect a presence still there?
Yeah, as you dive into that sensation of observing your surroundings, of trying to figure out where enemies lie, there is a plethora now in almost every which way, including directly in front of you. Though as you're honing in on it, one by one, they slowly fade. To your east, to your west, north, up, down, first floor, second. And finally, the spirit that you can sense within the room in front of you vanishes.
Kick it down, Dahlia.
With pleasure.
Athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
22. The spirit of Theren overtakes me, and I kick that bitch down.
Damn.
She is kicking it.
Third time is a charm. The first time, your ankle got stuck in the door itself. The second time, it flew open, though with a bit of a stumble. The third time, this door is nearly blasted off the hinges. You don't know if it is the spirit of Theren guiding your heel, or if the adrenaline is still pumping even harder at this point. But as you kick it down, the room in front of you is silent. Ahead of you, you spot a throne facing away from you, and you see this silver mist spiraling upward just behind the back of the chair. As a voice reaches your ears, Dahlia, as it echoes through this hall. I've missed you, Godfrey.
Did you guys hear that?
Who the fuck is Godfrey?
Whisper of something departing this place?
Maybe. Vladimir was the name of the general who was supposed to have the sword. Do we see the sword anywhere?
Dahlia, as you inch through this hall, this long audience hall, there are piles of rubble strewn throughout the sides of the walls, though one main red carpet leads up to the throne. But again, this throne faces away from you. It looks outside towards the courtyard through these massive stained glass windows. You can see weapons and shields hung throughout the walls of this hall, most of which have succumbed to rust at this point. And this large wooden throne with the back resembling a dragon with its wings unfolding. You grab one of those wings and you begin to slowly peek around. And sat atop the throne is the hilt of a sword with no blade.
Oh. I'll grab it. I'll reach for it and I'll grab it.
Dahlia, as you grab the blade of the sword, it feels as if you are diving your hand into warm sand on a beach. As you grab the hilt, it's warm and calming to the touch, and the second your grasp is wrapped around that hilt, the blade emerges from pure sunlight.
You look cool holding a sword, Dahlia.
Am I holding it right? Is there a different positioning that would...
No, it looks great.
I'm gonna put it down. If I let go of it, does the blade retract?
It fades like a sunset.
Wow.
The sun sword.
Doesn't look corrupted to me.
I don't believe I should carry this.
Why not?
I'm a healer. I wouldn't really know what to do with it.
Yeah, but like Zielle said, you look pretty badass holding that sword. But Zielle, would you like to take this? I work best with my dirty hands.
Okay, well, I know Dahlia can handle the sunlight on her own without any tokens, so then you should take this, Ollie. And she'll take the necklace off.
Oh,
Don't worry, you can keep your hands free.
all right.
Just wear it.
Okay.
It'll add a little pizzazz. And then I'll put the sword or the hilt on my belt.
Zielle, as you touch the sword specifically,
Oh no.
you feel overcome with the emotion of pure righteous hatred in this moment.
Hell yeah.
Towards one person, and one person in particular. Strahd von Zarevich. Though you feel it coming from the hilt of the blade itself, as if it is trying to communicate with you, make a connection to you.
Me too, baby, me too.
It also emits a sense of longing,
Me too.
but for one person and one person in particular. Tanis,
Why?
you are overcome with the emotion of sorrow and loss.
It's because of his previous life. The sword, I think it belonged to Sergei.
Strahd's brother?
Yes, it also wants him dead, so it's on our side. Let's go to the church. It seems like all the undead that I sensed earlier are gone, so unless any creatures come scurrying in, we should be okay for now.
As you make your way back down the stairs from which you came, all the way back down to the first floor, you know, it was tucked in that small little alcove towards the very back. And opening it up and finding the chapel for Argynvostholt, you see specifically cracked wooden pillars support this wood U-shaped balcony that hangs over this stone-walled chapel. Narrow archways lead to spiral staircases that curl up towards the balcony, and a door set into the north wall has a wooden beam barring it. At the east end of the chapel rests a stone altar flanked by iron candelabras. The altar is carved with the depiction of a rising sun. Tall arching windows set with panes of stained glass decorate the walls behind the altar, and one of the windows has been shattered, covering the chapel floor with shards of this colored glass and allowing a bit of this thick fog from outside to enter and fully submerge the floor beneath you. But as you all enter, that singular beam through the main center of the stained glass illuminates Dahlia. It frames her silhouette perfectly and moves with every motion. It shoots through all fog that resides within this hall, and it is hard not to gather the attention of the other two of you.
Whoa. Would you look at that?
I think I'm going to pray.
Dahlia, do you communicate with the Morning Lord?
Who?
And she points to the sun imagery. This is the second time we've seen it. Oh no, third time we've seen a church of his here in Barovia.
I prayed to stars, never to the morning. I can't say I've ever spoken with the Morning Lord. What do you know of him?
I think that the people of Barovia have been awaiting his return.
And I should invite him to the party, shouldn't I? Dahlia is gonna go maybe second from the front and go to the far end so she's as close as she can be to the stained glass. And all the while, I think she's trying to call some of her own magic not necessarily casting anything, but as whatever is trying to contact her is clearly displaying its magical ability, she wants to kind of match what it is displaying to her as well. She will kneel, and her bones creak as she falls to her knees. Her hands kind of trace in front of her in what you can assume to be a constellation, and each place that she stops, her fingers, as they move, leave behind just a glimmer of light in the air to finish the constellation, and then she'll put both of her hands on her chest. She'll close her eyes, still feeling the light on her. You've been watching me, haven't you?
No voice returns to you, though that light stays fixated. And that armor that rests atop you is a little less transparent. The entirety of it is visible. Still somewhat translucent, not to its fullest extent, but you can see the entire visage from head to toe.
A gift. Thank you.
Give me a religion check.
21.
Alizzato and Zielle, what are you doing in the meantime?
Probably just watching, but doing like a thing where like walking the edges of the room, observing everything, but not keeping his eyes off of Dahlia and the light that is still just kind of like beaming down on her.
Zielle's a little ways back, like wherever Alizzato started before he started doing his circling thing. I think Zielle was standing there to give Dahlia a little space, but also has her head bowed and is kind of saying her own little prayer of thank you for his protection and that we're trying our best to welcome him back to Barovia.
Alizzato, something perks your eye towards Dahlia. And Zielle, it's something you notice too, but not to the extent of Alizzato. As you, Zielle, are taking a moment to send a prayer from yourself, you glance up and you swear for a moment that Dahlia's hair is full, is lush, is not this wiriness to it that you've known. Though a quick shake, and it's back to Dahlia. Though Alizzato, you see color upon Dahlia's face. Not this paleness that you're used to seeing from day to day. You see her rosy cheeks. You see this flushed look upon her face, as if she was being greeted by the morning sun. But just for a moment. And Dahlia, you feel it. You feel that warmth. And you can even see it as you are looking down at your hands. For just a moment, they aren't skin and bone. They're full, they're warm. There's color to your skin once more. But in a flash, you feel ice.
You'll be watching over us then. I'm told, and she's gonna kind of close her eyes against the intense mourning that she is feeling at losing herself again, and just try to lock in on the feeling of that light on her. I'm told these people need you. When the time comes, you must prove you are who they think you are. She's going to look back at her friends, one of which is a ghost just as she is, and the other the sun. I think she has an understanding that they are how the Morning Lord can move through this world, and the task to prove it is up to us. And I think that hits her hard. And it doesn't matter what happens after that, because that is the fact of the matter, and what needs to be done needs to be done. So she will remove her elbows from the pew in front of her and stand. Not a man of many words, the Morning Lord.
Personally, I think that's better in a man anyways. No offense, Ollie.
No, yeah, absolutely. You wouldn't want him just jabbering on about nothing. Well, clearly he has nothing to say, so then at that point, what would be the reason for him to say anything at all?
No,
So
exactly.
true. I can make us that globe once again, and we can be safe on our travels if we should choose to rest.
That was nice. Perhaps we should just stay here? I don't know. What do you think, Alizzato? Do you prefer outside? I guess either way, we're going to be under a roof.
It's a shithole to me regardless if we're inside or out, so I will take it to whatever you both feel comfortable with.
Don't say that about Dahlia's hut.
No, not Dahlia's hut. No, this place.
Oh, Barovia.
Yes. Not the hut. The hut is
okay.
quite nice.
Thank you.
All right.
I would maybe prefer to stay here. I'm wondering if I might commune with the Morning Lord with any dreams. I think it might be good for us as well to be under the watch of divinity while we can be. Not much divinity can reach Barovia. It's good to take advantage of it.
I agree with that.
An astute observation.
Shall I still hut it up?
Yeah.
Only because you said it like that.
Dahlia's gonna bop on over. She's gonna kind of sit and lean back against the pulpit or the altar as she is casting this, and I think she's gonna cast it so the edge of it just barely touches the altar. I think she wants to kind of garner as much divinity within this tiny hut as she can. She's gonna make sure that if any light can penetrate, as it is divine light, she will welcome it to penetrate her little bubble as she is casting this spell to really welcome in any protection, any sanctuary that the Morning Lord can offer them as they rest here.
As you are putting together this magic, trying to offer some protection for the night, so you all have a moment to rest. The casting time of this is 1 minute, so it is taking a little bit to get things going. And as you are just about to put that last connection onto the constellation to fully seal you and your group in safety, there's a twinge, Dahlia, as that magic completely fades.
Oh.
As from the main entrance of the cathedral,
Oh, dude.
you hear a slow clapping as your Liamon's tiny hut was counterspelled.
Oh, shit.
And as you turn, leaning against the door in a cocky and arrogant nature, Argenvost isn't going to save you. He couldn't save his order when he was alive. What good is he going to do dead? That was my doing, by the way.
Zielle just slow claps back at him. Is that what you want? A round of applause?
An entrance is always wonderful. Encouraged, perhaps. I see you're missing one. Where's the smart-ass link to Cade?
She's right here.
I meant the purple one. Couldn't handle a few revenants. Or was it the spiders that got him? In this ransacked shithole.
Maybe he just got sick of this disgusting place like the rest of us are.
Regardless, it's too bad, is it? I'm here for one thing and one thing only, Zielle, so I'll make it quick. Since you've done enough here with the fucking beacon, I've come to deliver invitations. By hand this time.
Not this again.
And a special request for Zielle, even if it is against my wishes. As he walks up, the devil himself, to each and every one of you with a signed envelope. Though as he does so, he begins to walk down the aisle and tears Theren's in half and drops it among the floor.
If this fucker tries to hand me anything, I will not be extending my hand out.
Noted. He will come to you, Zielle, first, as you were in the back. Yours is special.
How so?
Read it and you'll find out, but I can tell her you denied her request. Strahd then begins to walk over to Dahlia's pew and extends an envelope out with an incredibly limp wrist between two fingers. Don't bother RSVPing, I know you'll be there.
You're a bad friend.
As he finally walks over, now tall and proud, over to Alizzato, as Alizzato is taller than him.
Just huffing.
Last but certainly not least, what are you going to take it?
You can just leave it exactly where it is. I don't want to get my hands filthy.
He holds it up to almost block eye contact between the two of you and between two fingers, and just lets it fall as it wafts down between the two of you before it hits the chapel floor.
Every day I see you, I am reminded of your gracious invitations. Your royal sack of filth.
I wonder who you'll go to next, Alizzato. Might as well not get used to that name. What will you call yourself in the next life? And the next. And the next. And the next.
Perhaps I'll call myself Strahd. Quite soothing for a piece of shit.
No, Ollie, you're better than that.
Right, Zielle? Right. What about Sergei?
Oh, he's long gone, isn't he?
Not as gone as you'd like to think.
Well, hopefully he doesn't ruin another wedding. I'll see you all there, I'm assuming. Zielle, if you would like, I'll tell Irina that you do not want to be a maid of honor. Don't worry. It was against my request, but happy bride.
I'm sure she doesn't want that anyways.
Oh, it was her one request for the wedding, actually. Entirely against my wishes, but I told her I would ask.
Oh, well, then I do.
Figures.
But I'll need my handmaids with me.
They're invited, but will not have access to the wedding party.
Well, don't you need some groomsmen?
I do not.
Oh, embarrassing.
He makes it very clear to avoid Zielle's eye contact entirely as he begins to walk back down the aisle to exit the chapel. Going to be getting used to this soon. I look forward to seeing you all on my joyous day. If you can survive till then. Pity, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd give it like a 3 out of 10. You might want to practice that some more.
Looking at you all, come a long way. Much more so than other parties that have come here, but right now, if we were to rank things, I would say 3 out of 4. Oh, and outside, there's a bag for you all. Take her, will you? By the gods, she will not shut up. And for today, that's a wrap.
I hate that guy.
He loves us so much.
He loves us
so much.
He is a FAN
I
fan.
such fan behavior. I'm so tempted to do more just because I know he wants it, but please.
So true.
Oh.
All right, y'all. I will see everybody in 2 weeks. I will see these fools again very soon for our next episode. And we are moving into our very last and final piece of the puzzle. Hopefully, you guys can get it in time before the wedding. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Oh my god, I'm so spent.